Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's review, we're taking a look at the Super Saiyan Son Goku Mini. This is the Daima version. Again, this is another premium Bandai exclusive for some reason, so it does come in this brown shipper box. But the actual box, pop this open and shake him out of here. This is what we've come to expect from the Daima line. So it's got a picture of the figure, I guess Dragon Ball line in general. But it's got a picture of the figure. You can see the figure here. He's very small, a lot of open real estate inside that box. On the side, you've got a couple of images of the figure and its posing. And then on the back, you've got more images of the figure and some poses he can get into. But let's get past the box and open him up and see if he's worth being on Premium Bandai. Spoiler alert, he's not. And here he is out of the box. He's tiny as expected. This is the kid version, or I guess mini version of Goku in a Super Saiyan form. The dark outlines around the eyes is not as bad as the promotional pictures. Like the promotional pictures made it look like he had just dark mascara on, but this looks really, really good. Really nice head sculpt. No shading in the hair, unfortunately, but the show was kind of just like one color with, I guess, minimal shading, but this is pretty good. No complaints there. The gi is the same as the other Daima Goku, that's just the base form. You got the new articulation for the tiny body, and then his boots are the same, and it's got the new ankle articulation. So getting into his articulation, he can look up quite a bit, and he can look down very far. And as you can see, his neck has movement as well, but you can move his head any way you want. And then you do have his arms that go about that high. They do swivel on a separate ball peg in there. Then he does have butterfly joints, which come in pretty far, so pretty good. He has an upper bicep swivel. He has a single jointed elbow, but you at least get 90, which is good, and it's a small figure, so don't need anything too crazy. You do have the wrist movement right there on the ball peg, and then for his waist, go back about that far, come forward about this much, and then you do get some side-to-side tilt for the legs. They go out about that far, and then you can get them to kick up about that far too. There's a separate skirt piece, so you can get a little bit more movement out of that, but baseline, that's how far it goes. Knees are single jointed, but they do get a little bit past 90, which is good. No upper boot rotation, and then up on the foot, down on the foot, and then you get some ankle pivot with a toe joint, which looks pretty good. The articulation is nothing crazy, but it is pretty good for a smaller figure, so can't wait for them to reuse this articulation to make like a Goten or a Trunks figure. Yeah, I mean, I think he looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at some of the accessories he comes with. So for his accessories, he comes with a couple of face plates. First one is just angry. I guess it just looks weird on the right hand side, but it kind of seems like it's not lined up all the way. Yeah, it's definitely not lined up properly. It's a little bit lower on the right hand side than the left, so that's interesting. He has a yelling face here. That looks pretty good. And then he's got his teeth gritted face here, which also looks pretty good. He does come with a couple pairs of hands, so he has a pair of like clawing hands. He has a pair of martial arts hands. And then he has a pair of hands to do the move he did when he deflected Glorio's electricity, which I don't know why they gave him two. They could have just gave him one for the right hand, and then another hand to use, but I digress. It's fine. Then he does come with a power pole for his back. Does not come out. The only thing that comes out is the end of the power pole right here. The power pole itself, or like the spinning accessory, comes with Goma, but I did not pre-order him. And then his final accessory is a skirt piece for more dynamic movement, which is fine. You just pull apart the waist and then you can put that on. The accessories are fine, but it's definitely not premium Bandai worthy, so unless they added like a Kamehameha or something, which I don't know why they didn't, like this form of Goku is known primarily for doing that really cool Kamehameha against Tamagami #2, so I'm confused as to why they didn't add that in. Maybe they'll add that in when they, or do like a DLC thing when they make a Tamagami figure, which I kind of hate. I don't like having to buy one figure to get an accessory for another unless it like really makes sense. Some of the superhero stuff, not all the superhero stuff made sense. But yeah, those are all of his accessories. Not great, but that is what you get with them. Let's get into some size comparisons. For size comparisons, here he is compared to the Daima Vegeta and the Full Power Super Saiyan Son Goku. He's tiny, looks good. I think he's small enough that it makes sense to pair him with the Daima Vegeta here. And of course, he's small enough to be like a tinier version of Goku here. And here he is compared to the base form Daima Goku and the GT Goku here. Again, he's definitely smaller than even the GT Goku. The GT Goku is a bit taller, but it is interesting to note that the GT Goku does have shading on his pants. So even though Daima was kind of like a basic art style, I still think just for the price you pay for this guy, he should have had some kind of shading to kind of bring him to life on the shelf. But I don't know. I guess that's just the way they wanted to do it, stay true to the anime. Another thing to note as well, if you wanted to see it, if you have the demoniacal fit Super Saiyan 4 Goku that did come with a Super Saiyan head sculpt for GT Goku. So just comparing these two, that's what both Kid Goku versions we have look like. Again, the demoniacal fit did go out of their way to do some shading on the hair, which really makes it come to life, makes it pop. But, you know, I can understand if Tamashii Nations wanted to stay true to the anime, but still, I mean, I think for the money you pay, you can afford to just airbrush a little bit of shading on that. So that's that. Let me know what you guys think about that. And last but not least, here he is standing next to the Marvel Legends Iron Man and a Marvel Legends animated series Spider-Man. Again, he's tiny, he's like a kid, but if you want him to score off against the Marvel Universe, you definitely can. I mean, he's kid size, he'll fit in. So for my final thoughts, he's just the $35 Goku we got before. At least I think that guy was $35 when he came out. Maybe it was $25. But with a new head sculpt and a couple new face plates to go with that head sculpt, it's nothing spectacular. Definitely not worth being a premium Bandai exclusive. Honestly, I don't really remember why I picked him up. I think it's just because after I saw that episode, I liked this version of Super Saiyan Goku, like being small and mini. But I kind of wish they would have added a little bit extra, kind of like how they revealed that they gave mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku the Kamehameha effect. Like, this guy should have came with one of those if you're going to put him up on premium Bandai and say he's premium. But yeah, this guy is not premium. Definitely don't go searching for this guy for, you know, a crazy price. If you can get him at retail, that's like less actually than what he was going for on premium Bandai, which I think was like, was he like $80 or something stupid? I believe so. But yeah, don't pay crazy amounts for this guy unless you really need him to complete your Daima collection, or you really love Super Saiyan Goku from this show. Yeah, he's just not worth the money. I don't know what Tamashii Nations is doing and why everything has to be premium. I don't get that, especially for the amount of quality they're putting in. I mean, people will say don't collect, you know, third-party figures because they're infringing on the IP, but at the same time, the IP holders aren't doing the figures or characters justice, and they're kind of, you know, charging a lot for what you get. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you like this guy? Do you think he's worth it? Would you pick him up? Or did you already pick him up and you're just waiting for Premium Bandai to drop him off at your doorstep? Again, thank you guys for watching. Hit like if you liked it. If you didn't, that's completely fine too. But have a great rest of your day. Take care.